And use that middle smooth for him. Look, he'll stand still and not move his feet, and then he'll come forward.
Ruth, in on the legs, in on the legs, in on the legs, in on the legs. That's how he was the entire World Cup.
Herbert stops the shot with his head. Ruth taking a couple already. Jake to the drag, no go. Ruth to the, no, I was about to say Ruth to the leg. Good defense. Gets his head in the way, does Herbert, but Ruth is lightning quick.
Excellent misdirection stuff from Ruth. And one thing I noticed is he beats a collar tie.
Oh, nice slide by. Ruth trying to get the push out here, and he's going to score one. And he's going to take Jake Herbert to the edge.
Actually, yeah, they're going to go one on that. Yeah. 2 was held up and offered, but 1 confirmed.
Pendleton and
he's going.
Now Herbert in on the leg. Head on the outside. Trying to cut across. Ruth catches an ankle. Herbert, what's going to happen here? He's in position to score, but Ruth has him tied up just a little bit. Now Ruth coming out the backboard, catches an ankle. Herbert trying to tie him up. Jake Herbert trying to come out the front. Jake might expose the back. It looks like he did. It's going to be 2 for Herbert and 1 for Ruth. 2 and 1, so Jake Herbert with the lead. The 2-point score. Herbert flat on the mat, and we're going to go back up. 2-2, minute 43 to go in the first.
This is going to be an entertaining match, no doubt.
Ruth takes another shot, defended. Again, Herbert blocks it with his head. Ruth moved from Pennsylvania down to a much warmer climate.
Absolutely. Nice first change of pace for him. I think it's going to be good. Getting under the tutelage of Zeke Jones. You got Chris Pendleton there. You're going to have these guys named the Valencias coming in, and Lance Bennick, some of those guys. Stoffer. But look at the amount of shots Ruth is putting out. He must have shot 10 times already.
Yeah. Herbert's taken 1, maybe 2. He scored on the 1. And we're down under a minute to go in the first. 2-2. Ruth and Herbert.
Herbert's doing a good job of tying up Ruth's arms.
Herbert's slowing Ruth down here a little bit.
Slowing him down. Those arms are what's key. I mean, he's under the chest. Ruth just simply can't grab the legs and hold on. So if he gets in, he's a near lock to finish if he can get it. Get that angle.
Jake Herbert doing a good job here. Keeping good position, slowing Ruth. Ruth rests his elbow on his knee, comes back to a tie. And we are pushing with 15 to go here in the first. 2-2. Ruth and Herbert. Herbert takes a shot to that left-handed position. And that's it. We're going to go to the break. And it is 2-2. Herbert and Ruth. Jake
a lot of action in that one.
Score. Ed Ruth, 2 1-point scores.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a hot second period, let me tell you. Because Ruth's not going to stop coming, but I think he's got to make an adjustment here to somehow clear the wrist. I think Herbert is expecting him, which is helping his defense out.
Yeah.
So maybe, some misdirection, some fakes there from Ruth. Maybe go to a tie-up. See what else he has in the bag. We know he's got a plethora of offensive attacks. So see the changes there in period number 2.
And a lot different match than we saw in St. Louis back in March. That one was a high-scoring affair. Tons of points on the board in the first period. This time we see just 4. Ruth in on a shot. Herbert's going to get 2, I believe. And it's going to go 2 blue. Is that going to be confirmed? Herbert's going to try to take Ruth back again. Another 2. Jake Herbert's going to go up by 4. This is big. Can he take him across again?
Ruth has some points coming here.
There's another one. Herbert's up for the ball. Jake Herbert's got Ruth in trouble. And he's going to stay right here. Herbert's got all kinds of time. He can rest. He's up by 4. 2:15 to go. Pin Ed Ruth. Herbert just like that, up by 4 with 2 minutes to go. They're going to try to look for another turn. He's going to get it. Is he? Yes, they're going to go 1. It was hand-to-hand. Will it be confirmed as 1? Check that. It was 6, not 8. It's back to 7 now with the 1. 8 was on the board.
So the scenario was it was a 2-2 on that initial exchange. Herbert turned Ruth also turned Herbert, and then Herbert comes out on top with a reverse exposure of his own.
And our referees are going to go talk it over. See if I can see.
Yeah, sounds good.
And they slap hands in the middle. Now, who does this break favor?
I'm going to say it's favoring Ruth a little bit. You get put on your back, that takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
And it's halting Herbert's momentum a little bit.
So these guys get 4 points on the board.
Yeah, I mean, 3 points for Ruth is not a lot.
And I'm close to the officials, but I cannot hear what they're saying.
I think they're just checking scorecards. They're comparing scorecards to make sure they have the board. What you like to see?
It is correct. 7-4. And they're thinking about challenging it. I think the referee talk. Sean Bormet's going to come over and have a word. The sequence was 2 blue, 2 red, 2 blue, and the last was a hand-to-hand 1. Started at 2-2. 3 2s and a 1. So 7-4 is the scenario. That's where we are. Minute 45 to go on this. And we got more scoring to do. That's all I know. And Herbert right back in on the leg. Ruth defending. Trying to run through it. Herbert's going to get 4. Is it going to be confirmed? And it is. Big one for Jake Herbert. He's going for 4. Wow. Man on a mission is a good way to put it. He fires off another attack. Herbert, bread and butter. I was talking about left-handed single leg to come out the back door. He's done it again. And
exposed again.
Herbert in a decent position here. Ruth over the top, has the ankles. Jake's got a shallow, what I like to call leg half. And there's going to be, I thought it was another exposure. He's 1 score, 1 point away from a tech fall. He's going to get taken to the mat. 13-6 now. Herbert up by 7. 55 seconds to go.
These two aren't going to let us breathe here.
I told you we were going to see. Herbert big and strong underneath. 44 now on the clock. Back to the feet and watch for Ed Ruth to go shoot, 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 shoot. Is Herbert going to continue to attack, or will he get to defense?
That's going to be a push-up. They're going to let him work.
And they're going to go 2. Herbert had a whizzer. They're going to confirm the 2. 13-8. Jake said challenge it. I don't think you challenge it. Give away another point.
I don't think you challenge it. He's going to challenge it.
We're going to go to the challenge. Had some breaks in this one. 31 seconds to go. Jake up by 5. If he loses the challenge, he'll be up by 4.
He had the whizzer in. That's what he's saying. He said,
He did have a whizzer.
Me, but
more so you have to be around the corner and freestyle than folk style.
Right. It's not the same strict, rigid, control rules that you have in folk style. And I don't see them overturning this. Could they? We'll take another look at the video. Unless Jake stepped completely out before Ruth was at that corner, like you said. Otherwise, I see the 2 sticking here. We're just awaiting the video review. My question is, how many points can we get on the board in 31 seconds?
It's going to be some. It's going to be some. I think so.
Absolutely. But I will say, I was going to try and make the point, but to give credit where credit's due. Our chairman here allowed Coach Bourmet to come across the mat, talk to him. He explained the scoring. He conferred with the other officials. And that's what you like to see from the officials. That way you don't have a scoring error in a match, in a big-time match that we've seen
At the NCAA tournament.
At the NCAA tournament. We saw it yesterday.
Here we go.
Here's the action. So Ruth is not all the way out. There he's all the way out. So that's when you stop it. You stop it when the foot goes out. So that could be one.
I see one from up top. And they are going to go one, so
13-7. So good challenge there.
good call by Herbert and Bourmet. Right? 13-7, 6-point lead for Jake. 3 seconds to go ahead. Ruth needs 3 takedowns or another different sequence.
He has the front headlock. He's around close to the takedown.
Ruth with the score, make it 13-9. It's the score, 4 points, last 17 seconds. Can he get a turn here? Herbert just kind of conceded that last takedown, and we're now under 10 to go 9-8 as they come back up. Ruth's going to need a couple of takedowns.
4-pointer, that's what you need.
From the outside, Herbert's going to hang on to this front headlock and try to finish it out. It looks like he's going to do it. And he'll give up one. They're not going to score it at the end. Doesn't matter. Jake Herbert will overtake Ed Ruth and win this one. Final score, 13-11, folks. The best match I've seen so far tonight.
Absolutely, without a doubt. Both guys laying it out on the line. Both guys offensive. That's what you love to see. And, you know, like we said before, these guys best of friends, but they get out of there, they're warriors on the